Some of the objects have a numbered sticker under them. The number must show what order they're supposed to be restored in. Cool. I'll trade it for the object that's next on the list to be restored. Done. The doctor didn't even notice. It looks like some sort of talcum powder can... This could be useful. It looks a lot like fingerprinting dust police use. No. Could be a briefcase full of varnish. I'll take this one here. It's colorless, but it could come in handy. Helium. Hello?
Hey, you're a friend of Clive's, aren't you? I saw you come in with him and that hot babe.
Yes, my name is Brian Basco.
Brian? Dude, what a name! Are you a geek or what? I'm Willie. I'm in charge of administration here at this dump.
Administration? You mean maintenance and all that, right?
No, dude. I mean, I'm gonna snack you silly if you don't quit yapping. I'm not a maid, I'll have you know. This whole museum would go to pot if it wasn't for me. And besides, you should know that I run my own small business.
Okay, guy, calm down. What kind of small business are you running?
Let's just say I represent a laboratory equipment factory. Here, take one of my cards in case you need any of our fine products.
William P. Dustin, laboratory equipment. There's a phone number on it. Thanks, I'll keep it in mind. What can you tell me about Dr. Oliva?
Hello? Hey, Mr. Potter! Yeah, you know, it's always a pleasure to do business with you. What do you need this time? A 100x eyepiece for an optical microscope? I'll have to see if they're in stock, but I probably can. Let me check with the warehouse, okay? Call me back in 10 minutes. Sure. We'll discuss price later. Same to you, Mr. Potter. See ya. Hey, dude, let's drop the small talk. I got other affairs going on. Well, you know how it is. Business is business.
Okay, goodbye. He's going up the stairs. Let's see where to. Look at him jive along. No way! Willie knows the combination to get into the analysis laboratory. I don't know how he got the combination because I highly doubt he's authorized to go in there. Now I think I know where the laboratory equipment factory that Willie supposedly represents is really located. I don't know much about art, but this all looks amazing. They look like bowls and pitchers. I don't think I'll be needing any of that right now. Good idea. Go for it. Now I can't touch any of the keys. If I leave a fingerprint behind, it would ruin the entire plan. The next thing I have to do is get Willie to enter the combination that opens the door, so his fingerprints are left behind on the right keys. Good idea. I'll call Willie and try to get him to enter the analysis laboratory. That way, I can try to find out the access code. I hope the number on that business card he gave me is his real phone number.
Hello?
Mr. Dustin?
Yeah, that's me. What can I do for you?
Well, my name is Frank Steiger. I'm a friend of Mr. Potter's. He told me you could furnish me with some products that I need.
Sure. It's a pleasure to do business with a friend of Mr. Potter's. He's one of my best customers, you know. By the way, your voice sounds familiar. Do we know each other, Mr. Steiger?
No, I don't think so.
Well, anyway, what can I do you for?
Well, I was interested in some eyepieces. Yeah, eyepieces for optical microscopes.
Whoa! This must be repeat request night. Seems like everyone's looking for the same thing.
Come again?
Nothing, Mr. Steiger. Just running off at the mouth. Tell me, what kind of eyepieces do you need? I can tell you I got a nice set of 100Xs.
Well, I was looking for some 200X eyepieces, actually.
200, huh? Well, I'll have to check the warehouse. Call me back in 10 minutes and I'll tell you if we have any in stock.
Okay, talk to you soon then.
Talk to you soon, Mr. Steiger.
He's coming up now. I'll hide behind here. I should wait for Willie to leave the lab before going in there myself. It'd be embarrassing for the two of us to run into each other. Perfect. Now I can tell which keys have Willie's fingerprints on them and guess the combination. I'll only dust the keys that have varnish on them. Cool. Now I can tell Willie's fingerprints apart from mine, no problem. And it looks like the varnish dried completely with the powder on it. So now I can press the keys without having to worry about erasing the fingerprints. The numbers that make up the code are 1, 3, 7, and 8. All I have to do is figure out the right combination. If I remember right, when I saw Willie enter the combination, the sounds the keys made went something like... Yeah, that's it. 8137. I won't forget that combination. It's pretty dark in here, but I'd better not turn on the lights. I don't want anyone to find me here. It's an old key or something. Maybe I'll find a place to use it. Well, how about that? There was a note under it. Let's see. Clive, here is the ancient Aztec key all clean and polished like you requested. Next time don't wait so long before having it cleaned. It was disgustingly filthy. See you next Monday. Signed by a guy named Ron. So the key belongs to Clive. Well, I'll just give it to him later. Let's take a peek. I know it can't be opened manually. I think you have to push that button over there to open it. It activates the thermal chamber opening system.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
I am a museum employee.
Name invalid. Access denied.
I don't think I'll get it to open that way. It looks like the ones used for wine tasting. I can see that Gina and Clive have gone on that casual little stroll around the museum. There's no doubt about it, Clive's the same old guy as ever. He'd ignore his own mother to chase after a woman. Let's see. This is a 2-volume treatise on anthropology. I was never very interested in this subject, but I may need the books to find my way around the museum. Hey, look what was hidden under the books on the table. It's an X-shaped crack. Yes! I bet the key fits perfectly. Aha! Look what we have here. A hidden safe. It looks like a bunch of documents and stuff. No way! I can't take Clive's private documents. It's a voice recorder. Well, okay. I'll just borrow it from Clive for a while. Then I'll give it back to him. Excuse me, Doctor. Could you tell me your name again?
Dr. Susan Oliva. It's marked clearly on the door.
It activates.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
I am a museum employee.
Name access denied.
I don't think I'll get it to open that way. All right, let's see if the plan works.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
Dr. Susan.
Name invalid. Access denied.
What in the world? Oh, the battery went dead right when I needed it. I'll take the battery out of the tape recorder. Gotta find a battery with some power. Let's see if it fits. Perfect, fits like a glove. Well, this is a good opportunity to check whether you can restore some of a dead battery's energy by lowering its temperature. Let's remove the battery from the ladle. The battery is definitely frozen. I hope it'll make the tape recorder run now. Voila! I hope the recorder will work now. I hope the battery lasts long enough.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
Dr. Susan Oliva.
Identification verified. Good evening, Dr. Oliva. Please remember that the chamber will automatically close in 30 seconds.
It worked! It looks like a thermal chamber used to keep pieces of art under ideal conditions of temperature and humidity. The Sun of Uxitsa star display at the Mayan art exhibition has gotta be in there. I shouldn't do this, but I've already had to do so many other crazy things tonight. I hope nothing serious happens to it once it's outside the thermal chamber. Good idea. Maybe I can use it to get the ruby out. Cool! It worked! Let's see if I can put this one in place of the one that's already there. Fantastic! I think this will make the laser beam much more powerful. Now I'll wait for the doctor to come and use the laser. It worked! My heart goes out to the good doctor, but there was nothing else I could do.
I need an iced mocha, now!
There are different types of coffee. Cappuccino, espresso, cafe au lait, ice blended mocha. I think the little red light that's on means it's out of coffee. It leads to the lower... Hi, Willie.
Hey, man. How's it going?
I noticed the coffee machine upstairs is out of coffee.
Yeah, it went dry this afternoon.
When are you gonna refill it?
Listen, man, don't be so demanding. Yesterday, I put the last package left in the storeroom, so I can't do anything about it right now.
Well, I could sure use a cup of joe. Isn't there anything you can do to get it to make just one more cup?
Just one more cup? Of course. You can go up to it and softly whisper, "Nice little machine. Couldn't you serve me one more cup of coffee, please?" I'm telling you, no. If it's out of coffee, it's out of coffee. And there's nothing more to it. It's all that crazy Dr. Oliva's fault. She is one sick lunatic. She must put away 20 ice mochas a day. No wonder she's so edgy all the time, the old bat.
I don't want to take up any more of your time, Willie. See you later.
See ya.
Hey, that bowl there has something that looks a lot like coffee in it. I'm grabbing it. Maybe I can use this to make Dr. Oliva some coffee. I don't see any reason for doing that. Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
I don't know, dude. That doesn't look like coffee to me. Anyway, those are coffee beans, and that stupid machine ain't gonna work with nothing but coffee that's all ground up, man.
I might be able to use the lathe to grind the coffee beans. It worked like magic! Now this coffee-like stuff has been ground. Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
Dude, are you sure this crud is coffee?
Yeah, of course it's good coffee. I buy it in bulk.
No, man, I'll pass. It's not that I don't trust you, dude, but I don't want any trouble. I'd rather use the Java I normally pick up for the machine in case I get busted.
No, that won't do me any good. There's something inside. Let's take a look. It's an empty package of coffee. All right, it may be just what I need. It's empty, but I can still smell coffee. Okay, start pouring. Whew, that was just the right amount. Now it looks like a brand new package of coffee. Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
Dude, this is the brand I always use. Yeah, baby, this is right on time. See? Now I don't have to go out tomorrow and buy some. I'm gonna go fill up that junky coffee machine right away.
This Willie guy is an unusual character. Well, let's see if I can finally take this rich aromatic coffee to the doctor. I'll just wait one little moment so Willie has time to refill the machine. Okay, let's go. It's working now. The red light is off. Okay, I'll just get one. I hope it's nice and strong. Here, doctor, have some coffee. It'll make you feel better. Now, that's better, isn't it? Come on, you can start working again now that you've calmed down. We wouldn't want the Mayan exhibition to be canceled because you didn't finish your work, would we now?
Of course not. I'll get to work immediately, and no one's gonna stop me this time, not even the feds.
Munchkin Bob. I see you haven't grown much in the past few years.
If it ain't Gustav, my one-eyed pal. It looks like the eye they ripped out of you hasn't grown back either.
Careful, Bob. Don't tempt me. Let's just get down to business. They're still in that dumb museum, right?
That's right. The car hasn't moved from the lot. We can wait here until they come out and grab them.
Without the car, they could have escaped in some other direction. Nah, I won't run the risk of having them get away again. Let's go after them. You wait here, Bob, and watch to see if the cops show up.
Okay, Gustav. Whatever you say.
Well, I had to leave the doctor alone so she could pay full attention to restoring the crucifix. But it's been a while now, and being as enthused as she was after drinking that coffee, I'm sure the crucifix is all finished. So, I'm going in. Man, it looks like the doctor is completely out of it. But I see she managed to finish restoring the crucifix. Excellent. It certainly needed polishing. Oh, looks like new. This is interesting. Now I'm sure we can find out where it came from and what it's for. I better go to the lab right away and use the scanner to check out the crucifix.
Dude, what a weird night. Are you guys friends of Clyde's too? First came that hot babe with Brian the Dweeb man, who I have nothing against, of course. He may be a nerd, but he's a nice guy. And now you guys, man. By the way, what are those get-ups you're wearing, man?
And you know what? It's about time I found out what that is. Let's see if I can figure out how to work the fancy scanner. So, the crucifix is of Hopi origin. The Hopi are a Native American tribe that lives in Arizona. Great. That is an important piece of information, but I'm starting to understand this whole story less and less. The materials that the crucifix is made of aren't valuable at all. And even though it's probably of some historical value, it'd never be worth killing people over. There must be something else behind the story of this crucifix.
Brian, quick, follow me. It's Gina. She's in danger. I'm sorry, Brian. No! You told me you wouldn't hurt me if I handed it over to you. No!
As you can imagine, this is when things got really out of control. Luckily, those guys were interested in knowing what we'd found out, Otherwise, I doubt they'd have let us live. Of course, that blow to the head knocked me out, and I didn't know what was going on for quite a while. When I came to, I realized that we were flying in a helicopter. My head ached and pounded, and when Gina told me what happened to Clive, well, I felt absolutely awful to know they'd done away with him. I couldn't stop thinking that if I hadn't gone to the museum that night, he'd still be alive. I did my best to get over it, and decided that feeling sorry for him would get us nowhere. The sad truth was that I'd have the same fate as Clive if I didn't come up with a plan. The instinct for survival and a desire for revenge took over my thoughts, and I totally forgot about Clive. A bit later, the helicopter began to descend. I could see we were landing in a desert area in the middle of what looked like an old oil field. We were taken out of the helicopter and put inside of an old cabin. It was pretty obvious they were mainly interested in Gina. As soon as we got in the cabin, they tied her to a chair and started to beat the living daylights out of me. They put me to sleep once again with a well-aimed pistol whip at the back of my neck. When I woke up, I was all turned around and I thought my head was going to explode. Ouch! Oh, my aching head. Those wretched thugs smacked me up good. I swear these insane murderers are gonna pay for this. On top of it all, they stole everything I had on me. My wallet, my car keys, my piece of amber. Everything. I'll try to get my stuff back. But the first thing I've got to do is find out what they've done with Gina and try to get out of this huge mess in one piece. There's a fairly large crack in the middle of the door.
You need a manicure, doll? Hold on. I'll go look for some pliers.
I already told you everything I know. I was just with Johnny for a second or two, and he didn't tell me anything.
I have to help Gina. Those animals are capable of doing anything.